Hello everyone and welcome to the last episode for this season of Planet of the Capes. I'm Ardella and I've absolutely loved sharing my cosplay making journey with you. This week I'll be guiding you through a cosplay photo shoot and showing you the finished results. There's lots to talk about, so let's get started. Last week I had such a good time in my Zelda costume at Supernova, but I really enjoy sharing my work with people internationally as well. One of the best ways to do this is through photographs, and cosplay photography is really an art in itself. There are photographers all over the world who dedicate their time and talent to taking pictures of cosplayers. These photos range from studio shots showcasing the costume, to location shoots that suit the character, and even photos that look exactly like actual art from video games, comics, and movies. You can find photographers in your area at conventions and through their websites and pages online. If you do see a local cosplayer post a photo that catches your eye, ask them who took it and get in touch with the photographer. Once you've found a photographer and organised a date, time and place to shoot, you'll need to make sure you're prepared. One thing to remember when you're going to be photographed is that makeup can be your very best friend. And yes, that goes for boys too. Cameras have the ability to pick up every flaw on your face, and flashes can make you look really shiny and oily. There are some very simple ways to counteract this though. Start off with foundation with no sunscreen or reflective particles. Sunscreen can make your face look ghostly pale and washed out in flash photography. You only need a thin layer, but remember to blend it out really well into your own skin with your fingers or a brush. Cover blemishes and dark circles with a concealer. You can use liquid or cream, whichever you prefer. Now comes a really important part, setting everything with a thin layer of face powder. This will keep any shiny spots at bay and stop you looking oily. If you're makeup shy, you can stop there or keep going as you normally would for your character. When you're done, take a few snaps with any old camera with the flash on and check that everything's looking nicely blended and in place. For my Zelda photo shoot, I'll be working with Chris Ezagalis of whatabigcamera.com, who also happens to be the cameraman behind most of Planet of the Capes. So before we head off to shoot Chris, what do you like your subjects to bring with them when you're going to shoot them?
Well, everything, from all of their costume parts through to makeup and hair touch-up equipment and baby wipes, which are infinitely useful.
How do you feel about your subjects bringing friends along for security and to help out?
Well, security can be a bit tough because those people tend to be very unsupportive and create a bad sort of vibe. But if people are there to help out and play around, they can hold things, they can make things go much smoother.
Do you think that most photographers feel that way?
There's various different people feel various different ways about that, but no, it depends on who it is.
So you'd recommend asking the particular photographer?
Definitely. Some people will be offended if you want to bring somebody else along. They feel like you don't trust them.
Is there anything you'd like your subjects to avoid when they're doing a photo shoot with you?
Besides a big McDonald's breakfast, putting the costume together for the very first time at the shoot always ends in disaster, so just make sure everything's ready.
Okay, well I think I'm ready to go. Let's go take some photos. And we're back home again. Every photographer has a different way of processing their photographs afterwards. Some will give you high-resolution copies with their watermark for you to post-process. Others prefer to do all of that themselves and ask that you don't alter the finished versions at all. Be sure to ask what your photographer prefers. A lot of hard work and effort goes into creating amazing cosplay photographs, and a little appreciation goes a long way. Be sure to credit your photographer and give them your thanks. I can't wait any longer to share the results of my photo shoot with Chris though. I hope you will enjoy them as much as I do. Photos like this are not only a great way to share your cosplay creations with the world, but also make fantastic memories in years to come. So that's all from me for this week, and indeed for this season. I've learnt so many new things and uncovered so many amazing cosplayers, but it wouldn't have been the same if I hadn't been able to share it with all of you. I'd also love to see the results of any cosplay photo shoots you get up to, so send them into the Kapow Facebook page. I hope to hear from you all real soon.